Hi, welcome to Your Tech Makeover, the podcast that gives you tips and tricks to help you simplify and get more out of the technology in your life. I'm your host, Frank Bravo. This episode is a part of a mini-series about sharing and syncing data where I'm explaining what the tools are, how they work, and why you might want to use them. Aside from the introduction episode that gave you an overview of all the tools and how they work, each of the episodes will dive deep into the particular one that we're talking about. Today, we're talking about a piece that's part of every Windows digital life, and that is Microsoft OneDrive. Whether you realize it or not, it's a magical folder that follows you around, but if only if you set it up right. And trust me, once you get the hang of it, OneDrive can save you a lot of headaches. So let's break down how OneDrive works, how you get it set up, and most importantly, how to actually use it without wanting to throw your laptop out the window. At its core, OneDrive is Microsoft's cloud storage service. Think of it like a digital filing cabinet that lives on the internet. You put files into it, they're available anywhere you are as long as you have your device connected to the internet and you're logged into the right account. It comes bundled with Windows 10 and 11 and is tightly integrated with Microsoft 365. That means your Word docs, your Excel spreadsheets, and your PowerPoint slides live there whether you want it or not, unless you save it someplace else. And they will even autosave while you're working so that if you're careful, you can make sure that you always have all your files ready at a fingertip. If you've just got a Windows PC, chances are OneDrive is already installed. Just click the little cloud icon in the system tray. If it's your first time using it, it'll prompt you to log into your Microsoft account. You might even have one from way back when you created an Outlook or a Hotmail account, or if you have an Xbox. But if you don't, you can also create one at that time. Once you're in, you'll choose which folders you want to sync. By default, OneDrive loves to grab your desktop, documents, and pictures folders to keep them synced across all your devices. That's great if you bounce between a laptop and a desktop, or if you want mobile access on your phone. But here's a pro tip. You can change which folders are synced at any time. Just right-click on the Drive icon, which is down in the toolbar at the bottom. Go to Settings, Sync and Backup, and then Manage Backup. They call it backup, but it's not truly a backup in the sense of what you've heard me talk about on this podcast. It's really just what folders you want to sync up to OneDrive. A quick shout out to listeners like you who help make Your Tech Makeover possible. Your support helps keep this podcast going, and I truly appreciate it. Want to contribute? Just click the link in the show notes or visit yourtechmakeover.com. Plus, as a special thank you, supporters who give $25 or more will get $25 off a one-time consultation with me to help you simplify your tech. Thanks for being part of the Your Tech Makeover community. Now, back to what I was saying. If you use Microsoft Office, here's where OneDrive really shines. It integrates with everything you do. When you use either Word or Excel or PowerPoint from 365, OneDrive becomes the default save location unless you change it. Changes are saved automatically in real time, and even you can view or restore previous versions of a file. This is a lifesaver if you accidentally delete something or if you make a mistake and you want to go back to a previous version. OneDrive also helps keep your settings and preferences in sync if you sign into multiple Windows devices on the same account. And if you ever forgot a file at home, well, OneDrive's online access lets you grab files remotely through a browser. But none of this is free. So let's talk about pricing because yes, OneDrive offers both a free and a paid option. So I guess some of it is free. If you have a Microsoft account, I should say, you already automatically get 5 gigabytes of OneDrive storage for free. That's enough for basic file syncing, maybe a few photos and some important documents. But most people, especially if you're syncing lots of photos or working with very large files, fill that up very quickly. So here are the plans as it's outlined today in 2025. Microsoft 365 Personal costs about $70 a year US, and it gives you 1 terabyte of OneDrive storage. But along with that, you get premium access to versions of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and more. It's perfect if you're using Microsoft apps regularly and you have a Windows machine. Microsoft 365 Family is about $100 a year, and it offers the same benefits, but you can actually install it on up to 6 different devices, each of them with 1 terabyte of storage. This plan helps you get all your computers and devices on the Microsoft platform and only pay $100 a year. I am the one that I always suggest this to people if they have more than one person needing Office in their life. It's great to share with a family, but family doesn't necessarily mean you're related, so keep that in mind. And if you're a small business, Microsoft 365 Business starts at about $6 a month per user. That includes OneDrive for Business, and it offers some advanced collaboration tools. Bottom line, if you're using Microsoft Office, bundling it with a OneDrive subscription is a no-brainer. And if you're looking for cloud storage, the free plan is a great way to start. And I've mentioned this all about Windows users, but if you're on a Mac, those same things apply. You can buy those Microsoft 365 licenses for exactly the same price, install it on your Mac or mix Mac and Windows, and you can also use OneDrive if you so desire. So let's get practical, I should say, about how this all works. If you're worried about filling up your space, only sync what you need so that you don't overload your storage with old photos or files that you don't access regularly. You can control this. You can also use the Files on Demand feature, and that keeps files visible on your computer, but it only downloads them when you open. This saves a ton of local storage space on your device, but you do need to remember you need to be able to access the internet in order to access those files. So in order to share files, you can do that right from the interface as well. Find the file in OneDrive you want to share, right-click on it, and choose Share. You can invite people by email, you can set expiration dates, and make the links even view-only. So if you don't want somebody messing with your files, you can let them view it, but not actually change it. If you want to work together, Microsoft also offers Word and Excel online. This collaboration tool seamlessly lets you work on the same file together, and your changes show up in real time. For OneDrive Business, it adds even more control in versioning and storage, and it allows teams to share libraries, set file permissions, and ensure compliance across multiple machines. So here's a couple of power tips. If you use OneDrive mobile app, even on iOS devices to scan and you can actually use it to scan receipts or documents directly into your cloud folders. So this way you have that file in your OneDrive account instantly. You could also create shared folders of family photos or work projects, and you can turn your personal vault on for saving sensitive files, and you get an extra level of security when you do that. So, as I hope you understand now, OneDrive isn't just some folder with some cloud icon. It's a full-featured tool that you can use to simplify the digital life, and it will get all your files in one place. Whether you're an individual trying to keep files safe or a small business managing shared documents, OneDrive can make things easier, safer, and more efficient. So, have you tried OneDrive on your Windows machine or on your Mac? And are you currently storing or syncing your files? Let me know. And as always, if you have ideas for topics you'd like me to cover, please feel free to contact me via email at frank@yourtechmakeover.com. That's it for now. Thanks for listening to Your Tech Makeover. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast on your favorite podcast platform so that you don't miss an episode. And you can also check out yourtechmakeover.com, where you can find out more information about this episode and other episodes I've created. And if you want to find out more about me, please visit bravoitc.com. Until next time, I'm Frank Bravo, and this has been Your Tech Makeover.